this is Kelly.
And Kim.
Welcome to The Skinny. So last week at the Weight Watcher scale, I lost, I think it was 0.8. This week I gained 0.6. So it's just like, I'm at a plateau.
You kind of are.
I am. I'm at a plateau. I'm at maintenance, but I don't want to be at maintenance at this weight. I need to be at maintenance back at that weight. So I need to lose about, I think it's like 5 pounds-ish to get back into my weight range. And it's a little frustrating, but at the same time, I know that I just need to continue to work the plan and I can break up this plateau at some point. Going to the gym is gonna help.
Yes.
It's just I gotta keep moving forward as if this plan is new and it'll happen at some point. It'll break.
I had a great weigh-in. Last week I lost 2.2, which I was very excited about. It made me feel like, okay, my body's going to let me do this. If I really want to do it, it's going to let me do it.
It's going to happen.
And this past week, yesterday I gained 0.6, which I wasn't upset about. A little hormonal last week, so I usually cut myself a break during that. Those times that we all have. And so I do cut myself some slack because I know the next week will be good. And it's funny because we really have a lot of motivation right now because we are going on a trip in 60 days to Portugal. So we are both motivated. I would like to at least lose 5 pounds.
Me too.
For that trip.
I need to get back in my weight range so that I could probably potentially
gain a pound or two
during vacation because I take that time off, but I don't want to feel like I can't really take that time.
Yes.
I know we're going to be moving and walking and doing so much, but I don't want to stress so much about that because
there's going to be some pasta de nata, which is the little cups of custard. They're like little pastry cups.
Can we not talk about that? I can't wait.
So, hey, the Great British Baking Show showed those and they look delicious.
They look delicious. But my thing is, right now, not all my pants, but some of my pants are snugger than others. If I come back from vacation and I'm out of my weight range and I gain more weight, my pants are going
to be too
tight.
Going in my closet.
I'm going to be borrowing your closet. So it's like, you know what? My goal is I've got, a real motivation, but I've got a motivation anyway that has nothing to do with vacation.
But it also gives you that extra something
push.
specific, like an event, or it does give you that little extra bit.
It helps when you go work out, like, I'm getting on the treadmill or whatever I'm doing at the gym. It's like, okay, Portugal.
And our goal this week is to do at the gym after work. We're just taking our clothes with us to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's
4 days.
easier for us to do it during the work week than it is sometimes on the weekends because we always have stuff going on.
Yeah.
And it's funny. We were talking at our meeting yesterday. One of our lovely meeting peeps, she said, I took to what you said to heart 2 weeks ago about treating, and other people on Instagram have said the same thing.
Yeah.
So that really hit home with people that you've got to try to treat each week like you're new.
Yeah, because you get so
and
complacent.
I forget how well that works because I did that the week I lost 2.2. I did that, and I'm going to do it this week.
Yes.
Really going. And last week I got a good week, but I wasn't in it like, oh, it's like I'm new. Because when you're new, you dot the I's, you cross the T's, you do all the little things.
Yes.
And I'm doing that this week.
Well, you get to a point where it's like, I've been doing this for so long, and I've done maintenance for so long, that to me, I just live this.
Yeah.
And I don't always think too hard about it because I just live it. But I'm at a point where I want to lose.
We need to think harder
and
about it.
And I need to be thinking harder about it versus just, I can live maintenance.
Yeah.
All the time. Clearly vacation and the holidays, I gained.
Which is why I've been living maintenance with you, and I don't want to live maintenance with you. Now that you're in weight loss mode, I'm almost kind of happy.
Yeah, because, I can live maintenance all the time. I'm down with it. I can do it. And I know I can. And I can do the weight loss, but it's been a while since I've had to do that I've had to jump into weight loss mode. And now I'm having to go back into that. So revisiting being new is the way to go.
And I'm excited about doing that again this week. I'm really going to just jump in. And one of the things we did was I've been trolling Pinstagram, which I haven't been on Pinstagram in a very long time.
Pinstagram?
Did I say Pinstagram?
You said Pinstagram. It's Pinterest. It's Pinterest. It's not Pinstagram.
Well, can we tell you the reason I actually said that, I think? been on in such a long time, was I noticed it now, they'll have like the little videos that Instagram has where people show how they're making a recipe, and it's quick, and it gives you the ingredients.
That's mesmerizing. You can't stop.
You can't look away. So on Pinterest, that's what they should really call it, because it's starting to look more like Instagram.
Well, I think they'd be a little insulted because Pinterest came before Instagram.
Yeah, but they didn't do those little videos like Instagram does.
They've been doing longer than you think. You just haven't been on it.
That being said, one of the little videos I saw, and unfortunately, I neglected this one. I neglected to pin it. The other one I'm doing for dinner right now, it's in the oven, I pinned.
Yeah, so we are on Pinterest, and I believe we're the skinny _WW, I believe is what we are, like we are on Instagram.
So this recipe was super, super easy. So I'm going to just tell you how to do it, because it was a little video that showed me. It took it was like 20-second video.
Is that the one that's in the oven right now?
No, it's the one we did for breakfast this morning. Sunday sometimes is a one day of the week where we will do something special for breakfast.
Like
and
not
do
2 points.
4 or 5 points.
Yeah.
We'll spend a little more. So I bought some Canadian bacon. And those 4 slices is 1 point. At least what brand I got. I got a Kroger Private Selection. An egg or 2, depending if you want to do 2 of these, because they're free. Then you take salt and pepper. That's what you'll need to. And if you want to use herbs de Provence or anything like that, you can totally do it.
Yep.
Then you take this lovely little thing that Weight Watchers has. It is a packet of sauce. It's the hollandaise sauce.
Yeah, and what you do is you take like a muffin pan.
It's 1 point per packet.
You take a muffin pan and you put, like I put 2 pieces of Canadian bacon down in as my base, like my cup.
Yes.
And then I broke an egg in there, keeping the yolk intact.
So you could take 2 bacons in each one and put 1 egg in each one, and it fills it up.
And you salt and pepper it and put maybe some
your
whatever herbs you want to put in, and then you bake it for, it depends on how you like your eggs. So do it at 20 minutes and then look and see.
I did 350. Ours ended up being like 25 minutes.
Yeah, it just depends on how you like your eggs. And then you pull that out, and you've toasted your bagel or your English muffin.
I do like a 3-point bagel.
Western bagel.
Yeah, or the or English muffin that's 3 points.
And if you're interested in Western bagel, just go online and Google Western bagel, and they'll pop up. We get the alternative bagel, and it's either 3 points for an alternative bagel.
So then, of course, you put your little egg cup on top of your toasted, and then you put this packet, you stand it up in a mug, like a mug.
Microwave safe mug.
We did for like 50, it says 10 seconds. We did for like 15
seconds, I think.
And then you open it, you sprinkle it on top.
Well, you open it when you microwave it.
When you microwave it. But then, once everything's sitting there, you squirt it on, and you have, oh my God, Eggs Benedict. It was
really
delicious and super easy.
Super easy.
Super easy. And this is something I would eat for dinner. I only did the 1 cup. I did 1 cup, and I ate my little 2 extra pieces of ham on the side, the Canadian bacon. And I did my other top of my bagel with a little bit of sugar-free jam. And that was perfect.
Well, she was just saying, let's just test this, because if I don't like the hollandaise sauce, then I'm okay.
Yeah, I didn't make 2 of them.
I would have made 2.
But you know, it was very filling. If I did breakfast for dinner, I would definitely do the 2.
Yes.
It was really, really good.
It was delicious.
I was a fan. And while I'm showing that sauce, I am going to show, I bought another one.
Yeah.
It's the jalapeno queso.
Haven't tried that yet.
Haven't tried it yet. But this one I'll at least have.
Let's see what that looks like, though.
See if it looks cheesy.
Oh, yeah. It's like
looks like queso cheese is what it looks like.
Looks like it's got some peppers or jalapenos.
And the hollandaise was really good. And they have a mushroom one as well. I will definitely try the mushroom.
Yeah.
And use that on maybe chicken one night, and just do like a chicken marsala.
Yeah, I love mushroom flavor, but
she doesn't like
mushroom texture.
So this would give you the flavor without adding actual mushrooms to the dish.
Yes,
that would make
me happy.
So currently in our oven is another recipe.
Well, do you want to share this while we're at the Weight Watchers?
Let's do that.
At the Weight Watchers.
Yummo.
If you saw these at your local Weight Watchers meeting, these are a workshop, I should say. Whatever we're calling it today. It's the oat and chocolate chip cookie. There's like 6 cookies in a pack. I wish there were more.
They're like this big.
I wish there were more, because let's face it.
They're puffy and the size of a quarter.
Oh, yes.
Or 50 cent.
A little bit.
About 50 cent piece.
I mean, maybe in between those.
Yeah.
I like them. They're very crunchy. I wish there were a little more chocolate chip flavoring. I mean, it's oatmeal chocolate chip, which is my favorite cookie, period.
Yeah, I like them.
But I really like them because it's basically as close as I'm really going to get to allowing myself
is.
to have something like that.
And they're
Except
so good.
occasionally she and I will, like, if this is funny, if you ever go to Potbelly and you know they have those 100-calorie cookies and it's the oatmeal chocolate chip, my favorite, we'll get a 100-calorie pack and she'll eat one of the cookies and I eat one of the cookies and we count them. So that's just a tip of getting a little bit of something that you really love but not really breaking the bank, because they're like not very big cookies, but it's a way for us to have that without, you know, having a cookie that big.
Yeah, and they have cookies that big.
They do, and I never allow myself
And
to
the sugar
it.
one always taunts me.
No, not having it.
And we passed, I gotta throw this in there. I'm coming off the side on this one. We were passing Graders as we left our meeting yesterday morning, and it said on the billboard, "Chunky Hippo is permanent." I'm like, thanks, Graders.
We all know it's permanent. It's delicious.
But I didn't need to know it's permanent flavor, because a lot of times you would go in and they wouldn't even have it. Like in the summer, every once in a while, we'll let ourselves have an ice cream, and usually I'm like, eh. But now that I know there's Chunky Hippo, I'm gonna want it.
Well, it's in the stores.
But in the stores, no.
Yeah, I never allow myself to buy it.
But when you go in, you
go
the
in there
experience,
and
they scoop it out.
As much as I love Chunky Hippo, my raspberry chocolate chunk with chocolate chip is my favorite. And it's, if you've ever had Graders, our ice cream is the place is called Graders. It's local. It's the best ice cream in the whole entire world, and I'm obsessed with raspberry chip. And I let myself in the summer have it occasionally, and it's always a special treat. It is fantastic. So if you ever come to Cincinnati, have some. You will not regret it.
Have the Chunky Hippo. No, black raspberry chip.
So anyway, black raspberry chip. So tell them about the recipe that we currently have in the oven.
Yes. So I was going on Instagram. And I was like scrolling up and I saw,
we don't want to forget to share these.
For this, and I was specifically looking for a chicken recipe, because I'm all about the chicken this week, because I'm going to do lots of chicken and veggies this week.
It just feels like a good way for us to really kind of stay focused.
And stay fresh and less processed.
And stay away from like pastas or making our pizza. It just, it's more fresh for us. We want to stay more fresh this week.
I mean, you can throw a little like new potato. This one I threw a couple new potatoes in there. But here's what I did. You take a big baking sheet pan and I cover it in foil. It's a metal pan. What they did was they cut up all kinds of colored peppers and put them on one side. Red onion on this side. They did 3 chicken breasts. I did 4 because I'm going to have leftovers. I'm planning to have leftovers for lunch tomorrow. I put 4 chicken breasts in the center. A little bit of oil, tossed everything.
It with the aerosol spray from Weight
Make sure
Watchers.
that it was covered. Salt and pepper over everything, including both sides of the chicken. Then I took a taco seasoning and covered both sides of the chicken. Then I poured salsa. I used the Chi-Chi's corn and black bean and covered the top of it with almost the whole jar.
Yeah.
Each one of them, covered it. Covered just the chicken, not the veggies. And then Kelly took a handful of the new potatoes and put them on there and just salt and peppered them. Coated them with some oil.
Just a little aerosol spray. Love
all
that
of
thing.
it's oiled up in the oven, 400. We're doing 30 minutes because we did a lot of veggies for leftovers. They did, I think, 3 peppers, but we did 3 peppers too. But I feel like they were big. And so we're just doing an extra 5 minutes on it. And what they were doing in this video is they were using it as meal prep. We're going to have it for dinner and then have leftovers for lunch tomorrow.
Yeah.
So one of the things they did, I noticed, was when they pulled it out of the oven in the video, they cut the chicken up in slices. Just each one of the breasts got cut up like that. And then they took individual like containers of 4. They put in rice. Looks like about a cup or cup and a half of brown rice in each bowl. Added,
which is not Weight Watchers.
No.
But
I'm going to do it next week that way and just portion out my half a cup or 3/4 depending on how much I want to allot. Then they put in a tablespoon of black beans, a tablespoon of corn. They did some shredded cheese. I'll skip that. They put some pico de gallo in the other corner. And then they put the chicken on top, peppers and onions. Close the lid. And they did 4 of those and stacked them in the fridge. And they took it out, they showed it the next day all like, cooked for lunch or dinner or whatever. And took a little bit of lime and squirted on top of it. And it looked delicious. So I think that's going to happen for me next week. If it's good. It's cooking now and it smells delicious.
It smells really good.
It's really starting to smell really good.
It's basically chicken fajitas.
Yeah, basically.
Let's just say it's chicken fajitas.
Chicken fajita.
Yeah.
So I'm really super excited about it.
It's not groundbreaking, but it
that
smells
one
delicious.
I posted on our Instagram under Chicken Cluck Cluck is the board.
Oh, you mean, no, you said Instagram.
Instagram. Pinterest. Instagram.
Oh,
Like I said, I've not been on Pinterest in forever. So I posted it. The board is called Chicken Cluck Cluck. Can't miss it.
Okay.
And it's on there. With a couple other chicken ones, different ways to do chickens in a pan just like that.
Mm-hmm.
There was a bunch of different other ones I'm going to try.
Yeah, I mean, there's some that looked
Really good.
crazy. You know, just fresh. I think
Fresh.
right now, yes, we're not into this season necessarily of all the fresh
But I'm
things
making
right now,
it happen.
But we're making kind of fresh happen because I think when we tend to eat more fresh foods and less processed and less starches,
summer.
we do really well
Yeah.
as far as like our bodies tend to really respond
Eating
to
winter
that.
food right now, and it needs to stop.
Yeah. So I think that's going to be really, I think our bodies are going to be happy.
And we're going to get around to trying spaghetti squash. Every time I buy one, it sits on my counter till I throw it away.
We're doing it.
But we're doing it
We
this
are
week.
doing it.
We're doing it. I bought one of the lovely ladies at our meeting. Our meeting peeps are wonderful. They always have such great ideas. So just get a medium. Don't get the giant one. Get a manageable one, and that way it's
We're
not
doing
as daunting.
it.
So we get 2 manageable ones, and then we're doing it.
Yeah.
We're so excited. So worst case scenario,
Because we
try
love
it.
vegetables.
We love
I mean, that's
vegetables.
the thing.
I know.
You and I love vegetables.
We do love vegetables.
And every time we get one, we just never do it.
No.
And maybe it's because we love pasta so much that we just can't allow ourselves to substitute it with a vegetable.
Maybe.
But we love vegetables, so we're doing it.
We're doing.
And if we don't say we're doing, if we haven't told you we've done it next week, you guys have permission to yell at us via comments. You have permission to say, what the heck?
So this week, it's all about trying new things and being a newbie.
A newbie again.
Or being a newbie. And so there's a couple other things that we
Yes.
found this week that we're very excited about.
Joseph's, I've never seen these
We
wraps
haven't.
before. We love the Joseph's pitas. We have those in our house are a staple. They're 1 point each. They just tend to, even if I'm just get one and count a point for it, I'll just maybe eat one. And it's just sometimes it's just all I need, or I'll take it and put a little bit of turkey in it, and that might be something I do for a snack, and that's it, or part of my lunch. It's just it's something. If I make a salad and it's all green basically, I'll maybe put a Joseph's with it. It's just something that I always have because we love it.
Well, we talked about
But they do these wraps,
recreating. That's 4
and
points.
they're 4
the,
points.
for
They're
the multi.
very big. But it makes a great
5
sandwich.
point for the white.
Yeah.
What I like is a lot of wraps are slimy.
Yeah, I'm
Are wet. I feel kind of wet to me and damp. These are not. They're very
No.
dry, and I mean in a good, and I mean that in a good way.
in a good way.
Because I don't like slimy stuff or kind of doughy.
They're like doughy.
Doughy.
These are not doughy.
They're not doughy.
And like Joseph's pitas, if you've had Joseph, let me show you the texture a little bit. They're very
We tore
soft,
one off to try
just
it.
to try it to see if we liked it. It's just they're very dry, not bad dry,
Good
but
dry.
not slimy doughy, which
Yeah,
I love
I like
that.
doughy.
So
Well, and here's what we did with it. We tried it. Remember we talked about recreating our herby turkey sandwich?
Yes.
With our, the garlic laughing cow, garlic and herb, and the
sun-dried tomato
spread, the turkey, the purple onion,
The romaine leaf.
Well, we wrapped it in one of these wraps.
And it was
just layered it all
fantastic.
in, wrapped it up, and there was lunch. It was delicious.
yeah, my Burgos bagels favorite thing ever.
Became a wrap.
So, yeah.
But we talked about how we put it on our Instagram.
we made our spread
of
ourselves.
The recipe to make the Brugger's Bagel sun-dried tomato spread.
Yes.
Well, I actually was in Kroger and found an actual already a spread.
And don't think we didn't look before we made one. We looked.
We looked.
And all of a sudden, here it is.
Here
How
it
weird
is.
is that?
But-
You forgot a spoon.
Oh, you want to go
the
grab
Triscuit?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Give
can
it
we
a
use this?
Yeah, let's try a piece of that.
Okay.
So we haven't tried this.
No.
Now we may continue to make what we make and make our own
Yeah,
because
'cause this
we
may
love
suck.
what we do. We love the one that's to taste like, and it's exactly like Burger's
Yeah, we
Bagels.
love the one we make.
So we're gonna try it.
Ooh.
Smell? Smells good.
It smells delicious. Here you go.
Okay.
Too sweet. I mean, I'll eat it.
I would eat it, but it doesn't have the kick
It's
that the Brugger's has.
It
just doesn't. Don't you think it just lacks that kick? Is that what I'm missing? Like the spices? It's missing the spices that
It's
one. Like the oregano and there's all. I guess we can mix oregano in here.
it's sweet. It's sweeter than what we make. Because Bruegger's isn't a sweet tomato spread.
Oh, there's more of an oregano flavor to the Bruegger's. We could add oregano to this.
Yeah, but I think you're not going to take the sweetness away. I'll eat that jar, but I'll continue
it is low.
to make
I
it.
will say it's
as
1
low.
point per tablespoon, just like what we've been counting for
Right.
the one we make, which the one we probably make is less points because they probably used real sugar in here, and, well, we didn't. We used log cabin sugar-free syrup as our
right.
sweetener.
So for me, I enjoy that. It's good. I'll eat it. But it's way sweeter than the one we make.
But
and the one that Bruegger's uses.
It's fine in a pinch if you don't want to make it.
Absolutely. But it's
Yeah, sugar.
Yeah, it's very sweet. Bruegger's isn't sweet.
Well, no, the actual real Bruegger's isn't either.
It's not
Even though
sweet.
they whatever they use to sweeten theirs,
not
it's not too sweet.
No.
So yeah.
Yeah, I taste
It's good, though.
It
It's
is
fine.
delicious, but all I
would
get
totally
from
do
that
it.
really is sweet and less savory, and I like the savory against
But you know
that.
what? The garlic herb laughing cow would probably cut it in
It'll
a
help.
turkey sandwich. It would probably in the turkey wrap or the bagel. It would probably cut some of that.
I like ours better.
I would rather just take the time and make my own and freeze it.
Absolutely. Whoever recreated the Bruegger's recipe
Yes.
nailed it.
Nailed it. Truly
Nailed it.
truly
'Cause
nailed it.
This isn't it.
So if you are looking for that,
But if you guys don't want to make it, this is called
Oh, it's
California
good.
sun-dry spread,
It's
sun-dried
good.
tomato spread.
and I found it at
Kroger.
Kroger in the section that has, we have a marketplace, a big one.
So if you go to the
It's in the
section,
produce with
yeah,
all of the
like-
stuff for salads, and they have all the sun-dried tomato stuff and all of that kind of
nuts and
like
yeah. stuff you would put in salads and
all
it's
the
in that little
specialty
weird
stuff.
section.
Yeah. And it's good. I mean, I would totally do it. But like I said, if you want to make the one that is Bruegger's, all you have to do is Google Bruegger's sun-dried tomato spread recipe, and you'll find it. It'll pop up. And it's super easy. And I have it on our Instagram, the ingredients that it requires, and the website you can go to create it.
Yeah.
So just go to our Instagram, and you'll see a picture of our turkey bagel with the...
We are it's Instagram. We are the skinny_WW.
Yep.
I'm not sure what we are on Pinstagram. Is it
Pinstagram.
Is it the skinny_WW on Instagram?
You're gonna make fun of me.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna work that like a rib. It's just wow. They would be insulted. Pinstagram is insulted.
Instagram. But like I said, it's changed. I feel like
'Cause you haven't been on
I
it
haven't been
for
on
a
it about
long
a
time.
year. I mean, that's really sad. I go through. I think I go through social media where I just stop myself because I'm like, I can't take it. I need a break.
Well, I spend more time on Instagram and Pinterest. It's more me. I'm not a Facebook fan really, so I'm rarely
don't
on
have
it. But
Facebook.
I'm on most social just because it's part of understanding it as part of my job. So I have to
Not
be
a fan.
aware of social
I
media.
do like Instagram because I think Instagram is very. It doesn't require.
But you're just telling
tons
a story.
of your time.
You're telling a story.
You can go on and you can see and peruse and kind of limit yourself on time. Because I said,
But Pinstagram
is
is a
you
time
get
suck.
sucked in. The Pinstagram and Instagram really should make like friends and just come up with some kind of.
Then they don't meet if they don't want to make friends because the problem is
true.
that they make friends and one of them won't exist.
You got a
Yeah,
point.
they're going to keep their own identity.
Here's my recipe.
So maybe we should sign off. It's plenty good right now. It's almost done.
I'll have to post a picture on Instagram.
Yeah, so we're going to sign off.
Instagram, not Pinstagram.
Okay. Make sure you do it on the right one. So we will see you next week. I know we sounded a little nuts today, but I was like, get it together. So we will see you next week. Later.